Who's going to win this matchup? Jey Uso is stunned.
I gotta get down.
Oh, it's not looking good. It's not looking good for Usos.
Hurry up.
Jey climbing down, middle of the ring. 1, 2, 3.
No!
And Judgment Day gets the victory while Jey Uso was climbing down the Hell in the Cell. Damian Priest, what a performance. Honestly, put Judgment Day on its back there. Definitely the MVP in that match, pinning Jimmy Uso in the middle of the ring as Finn Balor and Jey Uso were on top of the Hell in the Cell. And Judgment Day will continue their reign. And they will...
Yeah, I got the game all in my hand. Ooh, yeah.
Hello, and you are now tuned in to the only universe mode that matters. I am Christian.
And I'm Jesse.
And we are back with another 4-match episode of Monday Night Raw. I'm hoping this is the last 4-match episode, but this is the end of round 1 of the Gold Rush tournament. So after this, we will have the tag team tournament ready to go, and then pretty much round 2 and thereon. And so forth, Jesse. And this is going to be a doozy, ladies and gentlemen. We got 3 other round 1 matchups, singles matchups for the night. I guess I shall tease. You know what? I shall tease nothing. We're gonna see some great action. We'll see Drew McIntyre in action. We'll see Finn Balor in action. We'll see Logan Paul in action. We might see Jey Uso in action. I won't say who's going up against who. We'll also see some other beautiful, wonderful people in action, along with Kevin Owens and along with his opponent for the evening, the returning, making his singles debut of the season and in universe mode history. He's the one. He's the only. Well, you think you know him, Jesse? That's not Edge. That is who I believe to be his brother for a long time in my life, believe it or not. It is Christian. And in this game, it might say Christian Cage, but it is Christian, and he has returned, and one Canadian is looking to take on the other Canadian here tonight, ladies and gentlemen, in a match that I am super excited for. Christian is honestly one of my favorites growing up, between his TNA run, between his second revival in the WWE run, and between that first run where he just killed it in the tag team scene. Gonna be real, cat is out the bag. Edge and Christian, they will be one of my marquee teams going into that tag team tournament that I mentioned. Alright, whatever, I'll mention their first round matchup. The Creed brothers. Next week, perhaps. I haven't figured out where I'm putting where. But they have the Creed brothers the first round.
It's a good match.
It's going to be a rookie team versus a veteran, a grizzly team. So we're going to see how that works. Creed brothers established themselves earlier this season by earning themselves a contract. They're 1-0 thus far. Christian's 0-0. Edge is, I don't know if I have him in singles match yet. He might be 0-0 as well. And then obviously as a team, they're 0-0. And I'm excited to see what they can do in that tournament. And Christian's also in the singles tournament. So if you guys have not tuned into any of the other prior episodes, I have right now a Gold Rush tournament. The winner will take on my World Heavyweight Champion, Booker T, and the semi-finalist, or the finalist, whatever you may want to call it, will take on my IC champion, whoever might not climb the whole way, but they just come an inch short on that mountain. They will be going up against Sami Zayn. So far, we know Seth Rollins has advanced, Brock Lesnar has advanced, and Wesley, as well as who won in my main event last week? Big E, of course. All advance to the next round. Who will advance to the next round tonight? We will find out here in the first match of the evening between KO and Christian. And ironically, I am Christian.
And I am Kevin Owens.
Jesse, our third episode of the day.
Mm-hmm.
Your vacation, I know, is just a few minutes away. I'll let you live. When do you drive out? When do you drive out?
I'm probably going to leave tomorrow morning around 11.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for spending some time with me, Jesse. I appreciate you. Are you all packed?
No.
Oh.
I'm going to do that tomorrow morning.
Nice.
My famous packing before vacation.
You gotta bring the and one shorts and the Echo tees, Jesse. It wouldn't be right.
I don't have any more Echo, but I still have my and one shorts.
Jesse, you're wearing them right now.
100%. But yeah, I have a few things packed, but I'm always famous for packing last minute. Hence my outfits for Virginia Beach.
Yeah, Jesse. It's a combination of colors and options. Let me tell you that much.
Yeah. I mean, I'll make sure I have, things that go together. I'm not going to look like a rainbow.
I would love to take another bro trip. Realistically, I don't know when that would be. I honestly, if I'm to guess, just due to how life is, I'm going to guess the next bro trip I take would probably be like my bachelor party.
That's cool. Yeah, I've never been
I definitely got
bachelor party.
I never either, so I'm definitely excited to.
One day. Yeah, one day.
Well, Jesse, you're invited. Don't worry about that.
I know.
Okay, well, we got to go somewhere nice though, man. Where should we go?
I tried talking to my parents going into Virginia Beach, but my dad did not want to.
Oh no, I'm thinking way better than Virginia Beach. I'm not gonna lie to you. I might be hitting up Bahamas.
That's fun. I just gotta get my passport.
True that.
I'm really trying to go on a cruise next winter. I've been talking with my friends about it, and that's the first. That's the first thing. Obviously, getting a passport, and yeah, I would love to go to the Bahamas. There's a lot of places I would love to travel. I think I've discussed it on. Talking about, we're playing Universe Mode and talking about, like, travel and stuff like that.
Hold on. KO stunned.
Yeah, already. And we already have a there's a lot of places I want to go to, man. I got to go to Italy before I die, or I'm a fake, Italian. I would love to go to Ireland, Germany, Japan, Brazil, Iceland would be really cool to go to.
Some interesting options.
Costa Rica, because how beautiful it was from the pictures and stuff you showed me. Puerto Rico for sure, DR. A lot of places, man. A lot of money too.
Mm-hmm.
Those places for sure.
That's for damn
but
sure.
Like I said, you gotta live life. You gotta enjoy it every day, and you only get to live life once.
Listen, man, I'm a man of I'm always a man who did things right, in my opinion, at least. And with that came, I'm big on saving money and being smart with your money. Don't be stupid. The one thing that I always believe people should spend money on is a vacation. There's nothing better than traveling, seeing the world, seeing the States, just seeing more than the outside that you know. Get to experience some new world, some new life, some new culture, some new people, some new food, whatever it might be. I'm always an advocate for that. So I always, a lot of times in my job, I'm with a lot of younger kids, high school, college, and my advice always to them is, listen, get your travel off, because, eventually, and it might not be when you plan it, but eventually you'll be a parent, and eventually you're going to have things that you are handcuffed to. If it's not a family, if it's not, a child, it might be a job. It might be your career. It might be schooling. It might be whatever. But if you have the opportunity to take a vacation, take the vacation 10 times out of 10. Always recommend it.
Yeah. Honestly, it's not even just like international travel. I would love to go to California. I would love to go to Florida. I've never been to Florida.
That's crazy.
I would love to go to Texas one day, Vegas for sure, because Vegas is definitely a spot where I would love to go to, especially if I get married one day. I always said my bachelorette party will be in Vegas for a weekend, and it'll be absolutely crazy.
That's generic.
Yeah, but like it's just like I want to go to Vegas because a few of my friends have went to Vegas and they've absolutely loved it. It's very expensive, obviously, because you're on the Strip, of course. But there's a lot of places in the country of the United States where I'd love to go to. Chicago, I would love to go to. I'd love to go to Wrigley Field. I'd love to go to Boston, even though I'm a massive Boston Red Sox hater.
I don't think I got any interest in Boston whatsoever. Maybe it's because I'm a Lakers diehard, but no interest.
Oh, nice drop here. Some other places, Myrtle Beach in South Carolina, I'd love to go to. I'd love to go to Tennessee.
Jesse, just name all 50 states where you're here, or name 51 if you include Puerto Rico.
Yeah, I'd love to go to Denver, and I'm about to lose this match.
Yikes!
Yeah, man, there's a lot of places I would love to go to.
You know what? There we go. I got a question for the fans. If you traveled, if you've been anywhere, even if you've been down the road, what's the best place you've been to? What's the best state? What's the best country? Especially for my foreigners out there, because I've been outside the country for some locations, but like I know we got UK people. I know nothing about anything UK. Never been remotely down there. I plan on hopefully doing it one day. I don't know what part. I wouldn't know what part to visit.
I got that move off. Okay.
So, you know what? Drop it in the comments. Where do you guys recommend? Where have you been? What are some dream locations you guys want to hit up before, you kick the bucket? Not that any of us are going to do it anytime soon, but you never know.
Definitely, probably my favorite vacation was when I was really young. I don't remember much from it because I think I was like 7 or 8 at the time, but New Hampshire is one of my favorite family vacations.
I've never been to New Hampshire. I'm going to take a road trip eventually. I got that planned in 2 years, hopefully. I got a nice little sabbatical with my job if everything continues to go smooth, and I'm going to take like a month, maybe 2 months off of work and just travel the country.
Yeah, that's fire. I remember you telling me about that. The farthest I've ever been up north.
I'm going to be freaking traveling the country. Like, Jesse, did we record 75 Universe Mode videos in advance? I know myself.
The farthest I've ever been up north is not Canada.
What is this move?
Is New Hampshire. And yeah, what is this move? Oh,
Jesse, that's game.
Oh, yeah, the different one. Interesting.
Christian using Christian.
That's,
cheat code.
That's definitely it. Yeah.
Unprettier.
Unless it's a ripper.
And Christian, just like that, has advanced.
Not even gonna
to the second round.
Waste my energy on that one.
Wow. And the reason I had to get this first round done with is because I need to know how to schedule out the rest of the events. Because a lot of these tag teams, a lot of these single superstars will be in the tag team tournament as well. So I had to map it out on what exactly I got to do moving forward, Jesse. But we will know this team will not only be in the tournament, but Christian has made it to the second round of the Gold Rush tournament, Jesse. Wow.
Yeah, what a match from Christian Cage. Christian. And what a match from Christian here.
The entendres are flying.
And yeah, what a great debut. Him beating KO is definitely
KO's 1-3 now.
Yeah, it's definitely a step in the right direction for Christian. And he's in the second round of the World Heavyweight Championship tournament, or the Gold Rush tournament, excuse me. And he's in a match with Edge, his brother, his best friend, against the Creed brothers, probably on the next Monday Night Raw. Very exciting times to be a fan of Christian, and even Edge and Christian. They're going to be in a lot of competition over the next few weeks on the Red Brand, and let's see if we get to see Christian and Booker T, because I know they had a match in TNA back in the day. I might be wrong now.
Probably. I'm sure they've crossed paths.
Yeah, for sure. But Christian and Edge, looks like they're here to stay on the Red Brand, and let's see what happens next with both of their careers.
Yeah, a lot of Christian, Jesse, and I'll end that statement with, you think you know me? And for the second match of the evening, Jesse, listen, we seen Big E advance last week. Mm-hmm. This week, it's Kofi's turn. We also saw, Xavier Woods maybe not too happy that he's not in either tournament. But like I said last week,
you're 1-2. You just lost your World Heavyweight Championship, and this tournament is for a
I should have him face freaking Kevin Owens. Somebody needs a win, right?
Yeah.
Might not be a bad matchup.
That's not a bad matchup.
No, it's not a bad matchup whatsoever.
Or maybe
the problem is, Jesse, when you do that, like when I have, let's say, Tyler Bate, if I put Tyler Bate against Kofi, Xavier Woods, 2-0-2 superstars. Problem with that is somebody goes 0-3, and it's hard to then dig yourself out of that, and that's almost guaranteeing a 0-3 position. So it's hard. But Big E advanced last week. Xavier Woods has been there for support. He even actually gave Kofi Kingston the trombone last week as well. I think you can't be more supportive than that. But now it's Kofi's turn. But he's not going to have a easy matchup ahead of him. I mean, Kofi's obviously a world champion. He's seen it all, done it all. But
Hall of Famer.
Nothing sometimes is more powerful than hunger. And I know he had pancakes, but I don't know if that's enough to fulfill the hunger that Montez Ford has in his stomach, has in his repertoire this season. Because Jesse, it's not drink in the cup. It's water this time. It's Powerade. He's getting his electrolytes. He's getting in his hydration. He's working hard. He's in the gym every day. He's 0-1, and trust me, He's trying to avoid 0-2, and I'll let you know this much. If he goes 0-2, he's going to get Tyler Bate. That's a matchup I would probably just like to see, and then that service is the need. Or honestly, maybe I put... If he loses this, if he goes 0-2, I'll have a triple threat with Tyler Bate. All my 0-2 guys. Because that's a way of preventing anybody from going 0-3. Because I don't count those as L's.
Since Kofi Kingston's...
I love the 24, by the way, Montez.
Since Kofi Kingston is a pancake guy, do you think Montez Ford is a waffle guy?
Well, listen, he's going to have to eat some eggs, get the protein in, and pull together a win, because I'm Kofi Kingston tonight, ladies and gents.
I'm Montez Ford. Well, I know Big E is a cereal guy. Spinning that kick. This is there from Kofi.
They never, honestly, they might have missed the ball at not doing pancake mix. Have they done pancake mix?
They have to.
They have?
They have had to. I don't know.
You can't pass out pancakes and not sell pancakes. I would have bought the pancake mix.
I mean, I bought their box of cereal once. It was like $8, but it was pretty good though.
Still haven't tried Prime. Listen, the Prime conversation has sparked off a few times. We were in the premiere when we had a Prime conversation on one of our episodes. The chat was very adamant on me trying Prime. Jesse, if you find any in Atlantic City, buy one for me. Right?
There's actually Penmart.
If it's not at Walmart, I'm not getting it. I'm gonna be real with you.
Yeah, I've the only place I've seen it is at my gas station, right where I get gas and
I'll cash up you the money, Jesse. If you ever get a chance to get your hands on one, give me one. I'll cash up you the money.
I think they sell it by the 6-pack or 8-pack. I'm pretty sure as well. The flavors I've tried are ice pop and grape. And I just like the flavor of them. I really do. A lot of people say they're too sweet, but I think it's a perfect balance of an energy drink, if you want to call it. I mean, it's coconut water and some other stuff, but if you want to call it an energy drink, by all means, go ahead.
I think they have actually energy drink versions too.
Yeah. Personally, I like the way it tastes, and I'll definitely keep getting them in the future.
Yeah, a future Money in the Bank winner. Let's go. Thank you, Kofi. I needed something. Jess, this is a good matchup right here. Two gentlemen that can honestly wrestle their asses off, and two gentlemen that I would love to see topple my main event scene. We've seen obviously Kofi do it in years past. Oh my God, that was clean. Montez Ford. I'll be real with you. Cat is out the bag. Whatever generic statement I can use. Oh, that used to be an easy double one. I want a Montez solo push. We tried it last year. It ended up being an Angelo solo push. Yeah. Who we haven't seen since the first episode, I think.
Mm-hmm. He'll be back. He'll definitely be back. Yeah, I'm expecting the Street Profits to turn heel along with Bianca Belair in real life. I think that's what they're trying to build, because Charlotte Flair came back recently in WWE, and she literally came back and got an immediate title shot against Asuka next week on SmackDown.
I don't mind it.
Doesn't scream favoritism, I don't know what does.
I don't mind it, and I obviously as long as she doesn't win. And I love the way she did it, as in like shit. Why not? Why would I not get the shot? And it's just like, you know what? That's how we feel as an audience. Is like you're shoved down her throat, and she's self-aware of that, and she's like, yeah, no, of course it's me.
I'm really like starting to get concerned of, does she beat her own dad's record?
Absolutely, she's gonna beat her dad's record.
I think she 100% will, because she's already at like 13 or 14, and she only needs
I think they did more. I think they did all that to begin with, so she can
beat her
fast track her way to beat the record and have that be an eventual storyline. And not for what it's worth, granted, it came into some people, and to me, definitely, it came at the hinderment of, pushing down Bayley and Sasha at the time, and even Becky.
Yeah.
But I'd rather them do it then in the era that they did it than now, where we just have so much going on, and we can put the evolution so much past where it was.
Yeah, because we got Rhea now. We have Bianca Belair. We have all the NXT.
We also got Kofi advancing to the next round. That was easy, Jesse. Thank you.
Ooh, almost.
Okay. But yeah, like if she was doing that, oh,
Come on, 4, 1.
if she was doing that now, I would be tight because I'm like, yo, we have mad woman talent that we can utilize. But in the era that she did it, it was just Bayley, Sasha, and Becky. So whatever. And they all ended up getting their own
Reigns and
I still want to see and we got good Bayley runs, but I still want to see like Bayley cement herself.
I think she has in her.
She has absolutely the heel run, the damage control, all that has helped it for absolute sure. But she's also hasn't. I feel like she hasn't been a great women's champion yet.
No, she had that title for like over a year at one point during her run, during the pandemic.
Maybe I was just tuned out of the pandemic.
She was, honestly, if it wasn't for Roman Reigns, she was probably the best part of the pandemic era.
Okay, so I'm uninformed. I take my statement back, and we're
nice. Yeah, man. I mean, Bayley's great. Still, respectively, my least favorite out of the 4. Respectively, I love Becky Lynch. Charlotte. Even though I hate the favoritism of her being, 14-time champion and stuff like that, her matches she's had with, women wrestlers.
Oh my God!
That's it.
Montez.
Oh, Jesus.
I know what his initials stand for. This MFer.
I want another roll-up. 1. Okay, that's a good match. But yeah, Charlotte is definitely number 1 out of the 4, just because of her match and her performances in, the ring with superstars. Sasha Banks, even though she's not with the company anymore, definitely, if it wasn't for Charlotte, she's probably my second favorite women's superstar of all time. And then you got to put Becky up there. It's hard to put Bayley at 4, but respectively, she is number 4.
I mean,
she's a good babyface. She's a great heel. But I just don't have her above Becky. I don't have her above.
Oh, and Montez Ford spotted that out and called it. Jesse, what a great match we got going on between Montez and Kofi. The question is, can Montez hit any move of significance? Kofi Kingston has been able to tee off on the guy.
Come on. How am I not reversing that, bro? I guess I'm not going to block. Oh, and a clutch roll out there for Ford.
Oh, you saved yourself there.
Trombone.
Xavier Woods has been playing like safety.
Yeah, he has. He's carrying that trombone.
You think he lets Big E blow it today?
Probably, since Kofi Kingston is in the ring. I tried to get a move off.
I'm gonna be real with you, Jesse. The more we play, I'm getting in my rhythm. I'm getting in my bag.
Yeah, I feel like I've been doing pretty well for not playing for the game for a while. But Montez Ford is not looking good here tonight against Kofi, and I think it's just time for possibly a new change of new contenders. We saw Big E beat Kurt Angle, and it looks like we're about to see Kofi Kingston beat Montez Ford and advance in the Gold Rush tournament.
We're about to see that, Jesse, indeed. 1, 2, and advancing to the next round of the tournament on a different side of the bracket of Big E, I must say. They have a chance of meeting each other in the finals. Again, Kofi Kingston blowing the trombone of victory. Xavier Woods swaying the hips of revenge. And of course, Big E with the gyration of gold. Listen, man, the New Day.
They're looking good.
Everybody except Xavier Woods, yes.
Shame, yes.
Absolutely. The New Day is catching momentum and is coming off of the back of Big E, the back of Kofi Kingston. And you know what? Keep blowing, Xavier. You're doing a great job enforcing the outside, making sure it's a fair match, making sure Kofi Kingston gets his trombone at the end, because apparently Kofi is the trombone player in this family now. Wow. 2 matches in, Jesse. Round 1 is about to be over. We got 2 matches to go, including, this next match probably could be a main event on most nights, but tonight, it's just a regular match. So let's get right to it. Man, big match right here, Jesse. These two gentlemen I already announced, are in my tag team tournament. And honestly, if I'm over here making, brackets like it was March Madness, they might be the favorites. Because in my opinion, these are both bangers of individuals right here. Sheamus, he's great. He's honestly a Hall of Famer. Chop it up or whatever you want to say. He's a Hall of Famer. He's great. Drew McIntyre. Has he qualified him to be a Hall of Famer yet, you think? Not yet? I think you undermine the Hall of Fame power of WWE. Real quick, random. It's not gonna make sense. It's gonna be random. Is Jinder Mahal a Hall of Famer?
Hell no.
He might be, if that's the case, the only world champion to not be a Hall of Famer.
Jinder Mahal's a Hall of Famer.
I agree. But that would make him the only champion not to be a Hall of Famer.
I like his new gimmick.
Unless, Drew McIntyre was champion too. I honestly think once you win that championship, you almost kind of induct yourself into the Hall of Fame. The entrance is right, Jesse?
I think so.
Let's not jinx it yet.
Yeah, it is.
Wow. We have all 4 members, even though I only see 3 right now. I'm sure one
Dom will probably pop
come through the shadows.
Yeah.
But
that's fine though. At least they're right.
I absolutely love it. The Judgment Day, Jesse, and once the smoke clears, behind all that smoke, behind all that fog, smog, and recklessness behind them, you see the championships around their waist with Mommy leading the center of attention, and Dominic Mysterio in the background, Jesse. Thank God for the patch. I'm glad they fixed that up. Rhea Ripley's jacket looks incredibly dope. I think Rhea Ripley is an incredibly dope human being, along with the Judgment Day, who, Jesse, when you talk about the tag team tournament that the Banger Bros will be participating in, well, whoever wins will be facing them. Finn Balor, Damian Priest, and tonight in action, we don't have Damian Priest. They made the decision amongst the whole faction. They had the same choice that the New Day did, whether they wanted to be in, I guess in theory they probably could have both qualified. But I can't put everybody in everything, man. I picked Finn Balor. They picked Finn Balor. They could have went with Dominic Mysterio. They could have went with Damian Priest. You could have threw Rhea Ripley in my tournament, and honestly, she probably would have made some noise. I'm not going to lie to you. She probably would have put a hurting on Wesley. But I'm Drew McIntyre today.
And I'm Finn Balor.
Jess, I picked Drew McIntyre, and when I picked him, you might have heard me said, every year I say we're going to push Drew, and we never do.
Today, I get to finally have an opportunity to push Drew, and even if he doesn't, he's going to have a match with Sheamus, and you putting him with Sheamus is a pretty cool idea. Don't get me wrong, even though that tag team didn't last too long.
I thought it was great
in real life. But Drew McIntyre and Sheamus, the Banger Bros, are they're going to be here on Monday Night Raw regardless if Drew McIntyre doesn't win this match.
Yeah, and I think they in general, they weren't a tag team for much longer in real life, but
like a few weeks, maybe a month.
Just in general, the concept of look at these two guys together in the same corner. They're both huge. They're literally like when you think of what a WWE wrestler looks like. If I was to ask my nephew what a WWE wrestler looks like, I feel like he would draw Drew McIntyre. With no idea of who Drew McIntyre is. Like he has a similar physique, similar look, body type, everything of a Roman Reigns. And he has that it factor that a lot of people don't have. One may say Finn Balor doesn't have that it factor.
Yeah, I think he does. Just injuries.
He does really in different ways. Like you see the Demon, and you're like, all right, the Demon might have the it factor. Maybe now with the seasonality that Finn Balor has built within WWE, you may say he also has it. But I don't know. I feel like if he has it, he would have had that title again. But he's missing that height. He's missing that. I wouldn't say physique because the man is built like marble. Yeah. But yeah, man, look at that. Look at his abs. Even when getting hit, solid as a rock, man. I must just say. Alright, Seamus, take care of the business.
Finn Balor getting up to his feet here. Put it back. Okay, never mind.
Let's dance, Jesse.
Finn Balor getting taken down there from Drew. I think these guys actually had a a pretty good match on, I want to say Raw recently, or no, Drew's actually been out for a little bit now with, I think, an injury or contract dispute.
Is he coming back?
Yeah, I don't know. With Money in the Bank being in London, I think there might be a surprise where Drew McIntyre is in the Money in the Bank briefcase.
I was just going to say, that would be cool, and honestly, he would be a cool winner, too.
Yeah, it's just like, do I want Drew McIntyre to become World Heavyweight Champion? No, I don't. I don't know. I don't think Drew McIntyre deserves to be World Champion right now. I think he should have been World Champion when he was feuding with Roman Reigns again back in... I think that was Clash at the Castle. I think that was late last summer. Ever since then, I just have had a weird feeling that, Drew isn't fit to be world champion, at least for the time being, I guess.
I don't love him as world champion.
I don't mind him being world champion. It's just an elephant.
And I'm glad he got the title, because he did get the title,
Yeah,
right?
he beat Brock, but it was in front of no one. It was obviously in the pandemic era. 1916.
Oh, big move with Damian Priest with the distraction. Sheamus, I'm gonna need some help today, sir.
Christian, you devil!
I did. That's broke the gentleman's agreement. I did that so instinctually.
It's okay, I roasted it.
I'll let you climb, and I won't do anything if you want. Climb. Go ahead, do your thing.
I'll beat your ass now.
All right, you know what? Fair enough. I would love if they gave him a run like... There you go, Jesse. You got it. I would love if they gave him a run like Walter. Like Gunther. With the mid-card team.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Imagine
being
him...
United States champion would be fire.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I don't like Austin Theory being the United States champion. 1, 2, 3.
Oh my God. I did a risk and literally with a millisecond left, Drew McIntyre kicks out and preserves just another minute in this match. Finn Balor off to a bang. He's looking like he has the it factor today. And that championship around his waist definitely seems it built some confidence to that man.
And Finn Balor looks great so far in this match. Slid away, landing there. What were we talking about again?
Drew McIntyre.
Oh, yeah. Him. Well, I'm going to pick Drew McIntyre. Crazy. Yeah, but I just don't see Drew being world champion right now. Him being Seth Rollins is just like, why would he beat Seth right now? Oh, and a Claymore hitting out of nowhere. Why would he beat Roman Reigns with everything going on with Roman Reigns and, the Usos and Solo? Him beating Austin Theory, I would like. Him... He doesn't need to win the briefcase to become United States champion.
Damn, I missed that opportunity.
So, that's why I would like Drew to, get a mid-card, run again. Him even beating Gunther, it could have happened at WrestleMania, but him beating Austin Theory for the United States Championship would be cool. And, maybe build up to be, a serious contender for... the new World Heavyweight Championship or, the Undisputed Championship. It's just like no one's beating Roman Reigns, bro, until at least WrestleMania of next April. So it's just like we all know no one's beating Roman.
I think there's only a handful of people that make sense for Roman, and it's Cody Rhodes, Seth, and Seth at this point probably not because he has his own title, which is cool. So I probably would just say Cody Rhodes or a member of the Bloodline.
I would definitely agree. But yeah, a solo run for Drew McIntyre, United States Championship, and that's really all I want out of that. So, Coup de grace lands for Finn Balor, middle of the ring. 1, 2. Kind of faked me out.
It fakes me out every time.
I meant to hit L1. I hit the wrong button.
Oh,
1916.
No. Don't make me stunned.
Wow. Actually, not stunned at all. Oh, yeah.
Good move. That could be it.
I should have another coup de grace. Yep.
Finn
Balor. Spazzing.
Not only is he tag team.
1, 2, 3. Finn Balor with the victory. And like Christian was going to say, 1/2 of the tag team champions and also advancing in the Gold Rush tournament to become either the new IC or World Heavyweight Champion. No.
And I gotta play a mental going, Banger Bros going into the tag team tournament knowing that, you just lost to the champion. That could be either maybe a flat tire to them and definitely a nail on the road, or Jesse, if Drew McIntyre and Sheamus is the team that I think they are, that's just a driving factor to push them even harder come the tag team tournament to clean the board and find their way back to Judgment Day and place judgment upon them in a banger of a match, of course. But a banger here today, and we got a banger.
Finn looked great.
Got a banger of a main event up next with the singles debut of 2 superstars of the season. So without further ado, let's get to it. So though I already spoke to Jimmy, I just wanted to make sure we're all on the same page here and speak to you as well. Obviously, Usos started off 0-2, and thus far it doesn't look like our season, but we got time turning it around. But I also want to see some change happen, man. I think we got a lot of good things that can spark with some change, and that starts tonight. I'm entering myself into the Gold Rush tournament, and I'm entering you in the tag team tournament with our brother Jimmy. I think the world needs some change in this bloodline nowadays, and I think us, as brothers, as family, can be the spark of that. So I'm going to go ahead and fulfill my legacy and my bloodline as main event Jey Uso, and I want to see all of us get the gold and all of us be back on top on the only brand that matters. You with me?
I acknowledge you, Jay.
Well, let's go take over this brand once again. And it is time of the main event of the evening, Jesse, and we're going to break the internet right here. We have the debut, a man who, I wish I could say looked good at Elimination Chamber, but you know what? Elimination Chamber is kind of its own different beast, and I still want to see what Logan Paul can do. Singles action, one-on-one, mano-a-mano, and he's also going to be entering the Gold Rush tournament. This is the final round 1 match of the, not only evening, but of round 1, obviously. And Logan Paul, who, listen, you can say whatever you want about the man outside of WWE, inside of WWE, whatever it might be, but inside of WWE, inside that squared circle, the man could get down. Do not doubt this man, and I'll say that going into Money in the Bank as we record this weekend. And I'll say that going into this tournament, man. He's a sharp individual. He's a man that maybe he didn't know it at first. He's built for this. But when you talk about somebody that's built for it, ain't nobody else built for it better than Jey Uso. A man that his legacy, his bloodline, it was built for this. It was built for championships. It was built to wrestle. And listen, main event Jey Uso. That's the situation for tonight. Will it be the situation for the rest of the season? We will find out. He has a lot of opportunity this season, and we just saw him backstage, Jesse, saying that he's entering himself in this tournament now. And not only that, Jesse, the bloodline, I can't call him bloodline. I don't know what to call him exactly. Not the Usos either. The brothers, the blood brothers, I suppose, will be in my tag team tournament, Solo and Jimmy. I honestly really like that as a team. Oh, man. I think that could add some new flavor, because in general, when you fight with the Usos in a tag team match, it's like copy and paste. Mm-hmm. It's the same style, same idea. I think Jay's 1 overall point better than Jimmy. Like it's replicas. Putting Solo in there, the enforcer, I mean, that's a curveball. That's changing the game. That's bringing a whole different fight style. You got a high flyer with Jimmy, that fast pace, and then you got Solo who's slower, brutal, powerhouse, take care of his business, doesn't talk much, doesn't need to say Uso Penitentiary. He'll just put you in a penitentiary. So excited to see who they go up against next. I'm gonna be real. They got pretty deadly the first round. We analyzed the tape, Jesse. We were able to see why Viking Raiders got disqualified, and it was a clean disqualification. Ivar, who decided to hit, I don't remember which individual it was from Pretty Deadly, but decided to hit him with a finisher. It wasn't even a legal man. He spent too much time in the ring. Pretty Deadly advances, and they go up against Usos. Or, like, I don't know. We'll figure that out as we go. Damn, big boot.
Yeah, I'm excited to see main event Jey Uso, excuse me. Solo and Jimmy become a thing now. That's going to be very interesting. And wow, Logan Paul can't pick up Jey Uso. That's insane. But as I continue, I'm glad to see a little bit of change in the bloodline, the Usos, whatever you really want to call them. I'm glad to see change, and we saw the Usos have the titles last year. They had the Civil War against Roman and Umaga, who are now on a different brand now, and now the brothers of obviously Solo getting rocked there from Logan Paul, and he's not done taking down the brothers of Jey Uso and Jimmy and Solo.
He better stay away. I don't know if Jake Paul even wants to get in any of this mess. All right, which would be a cool match, by the way.
Yeah, facts.
You think Jake Paul ever steps in the ring?
Yes, 100%. Probably at a big pay-per-view like SummerSlam, WrestleMania, Royal Rumble. Probably WrestleMania.
With all the bags that is surrounding them, I wonder how good is that WWE bag for like a little 3-4 match a year contract. Like, is that bag? I imagine it's probably in the millions.
For Logan Paul?
Yeah,
easy.
Right.
Yeah,
Got it.
Easily.
For 4 matches.
Yeah. $250,000 a match.
You think Ricochet's getting paid $1 million? That's so sad.
He's probably getting paid like $800,000.
That's not that sad, then, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, even $750,000 a year to. I mean, they do wrestle every week.
They work for it.
Yeah,
they travel. They don't see their family.
Yeah, they work.
They are hard ass workers.
I'm doing that though, for $750,000 a year. Yeah, you're in the gym a lot. You're traveling, which is dope. Don't get me wrong. Yeah, very tiring. You don't get to see your family. Your girl, your friends or anything like that. But, bro, for $750,000, you can tell me to do anything. That's just a fact. Something they love to do, wrestle. They get to travel the world. Yeah, they earn it. But that's a lot of money. To live comfortably in a beautiful home, a nice area, car, family of your own.
Oh,
nice Samoan drop there from Jey Uso. But yeah, for $750,000, if that's what Ricochet's making, I'm doing that. I'm wrestling. Who's splash? Could that be it? Main event, Jey Uso, 1.
I think that is
2.
That's it. Oh, and Jey Uso another half a second away from moving on to round number 2. Impressive showing from him thus far, Jesse.
Yeah, Logan Paul only has had a few moves hit on Jey Uso here tonight. I'm very excited to see what happens with Jey and the rest of his family, Solo and Jimmy, on the red brand. Because like I said, the Civil War happened at WrestleMania last year. Roman and Umaga, lost at WrestleMania to the Usos, but they're on different brands this year.
We really did this whole storyline before.
Yeah,
it was the point. Like, realistically...
Obviously, minus Sami Zayn ever being involved.
I don't think I saw this coming. I mean, I saw it coming, but I didn't...
They got to break up at one point.
I don't think I saw it coming, this soon, and kind of, like, in the manner they did it. Like, I thought maybe... I mean, I think they're going to end up doing what I think they're going to do, and it's going to be, like, Solo's going to end up being that guy. I think that's what this leads
to. It's either him or Jey, because it started with Jey and ends with Jey.
Which is cool, too. I like the full circle.
And Jimmy saying some words to Logan Paul here.
Shouldn't have put fist on me earlier. I wouldn't have done that.
Yeah, the more I see the storyline, I think I said this in the Discord, the more I see the storyline unfold between all the members of the Bloodline, the more I want to see a Fatal 4-Way at WrestleMania for the Undisputed Championship. Mm-hmm. I would literally be in... if it's not Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns rematch, or if it's not The Rock and Roman Reigns at WrestleMania...
Honestly, The Rock's been flopping so much, maybe we do get that.
Bro, he just lost a lot of money in XFL. He flopped in Black Adam. And I know some other. Oh, his show got canceled. You know that, right?
Yeah, the
Young Rock got canceled. We might get that Roman and Rock. Anything could happen in wrestling, bro. I still believe that, but.
How old is The Rock at this?
I think he's 50 now.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got to be climbing to 50.
Yeah, I believe he is 50 or 51. Don't get me wrong. The perfect event for it was in LA. Obviously, this last April. But you know, some things in life aren't meant to be, and I guess that event at SoFi Stadium in LA wasn't meant to be. But we got a hell of a match from Cody and Roman Reigns, and we might get the rematch in Philly. If not, bro, I'm all for a Fatal 4-Way match at WrestleMania, main eventing WrestleMania last year, and I think that'll be. When was the last time WrestleMania was ever a Fatal 4-Way match for a WWE Championship? Couldn't tell you. So
I remember
the opportunity's there.
Was the Randy Triple H Cena? Was that another person in there, or was it just them three? Could have been just them three.
I think it was just Triple H, Randy, and Cena. It wasn't a Fatal 4-Way.
Honestly, Fatal 4-Way, you might be going back into like a whole nasty time where I think Big Show, Chris Jericho, Triple H, and somebody else. Do you know what I'm? Do you know the bell I'm ringing?
Mick Foley as well.
Was it Mick Foley?
Yeah,
that's a weird ass match.
Stone Cold was hurt that year. He had his
thank you
neck surgery that year. I think that was like 01 or 02, because I know Stone Cold retired in 03. Yeah, what a weird main event for WrestleMania. But
big reversal from LP.
Logan Paul.
Has anybody ever called him LP?
Probably. He has the yes kicks for a signature.
That's
fine. I think so. Yo, Jimmy. This is really Oh, and I missed.
Oh my God.
But yeah, the main event of Philadelphia, it gotta be something Bloodline related, or Cody and Roman, or The Rock and Roman, period. And I even said this in the Discord, if it's not Cody, and oh my goodness.
Now you know how I feel when I be going against Karrion Kross and Santos and all that.
Oh! And super kick, and I believe you have a frog splash as well. Oh, okay, so that's gonna be it though.
I hope so.
1, 2. Oh,
Logan Paul.
Logan Paul performing, man. But yeah, if it's not Roman and Cody at WrestleMania, I would love to see.
Gotta be.
Like 2 more taps with the X button, I would have kicked out.
Main event, Jey Uso is present and alive, and Usos finally getting on the winning track of this season. Maybe this was the change that these brothers, these blood brothers, needed to move forward in Monday Night Raw, because we got 1-0 Jey Uso moving on to the next round of the Gold Rush tournament. And also, obviously, we're going to see Solo and Jimmy cooking up in the tag team tournament before you know it. Wow. Glad we got the first round over with. That was the goal for today. So pretty much moving on. We got round 2 to come up. And then my tag team tournament starts. And now hopefully we can sprinkle in some women's action. Guys, I apologize if you've been missing the ladies. Jesse, do you have women's on your next show?
Yes, I do.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. We also got to get an internet championship match in soon. Cody Rhodes is my champion. I believe, Jesse, you're going to take the next shot, correct?
Yeah, I'll say it now. Carmelo Hayes, you got a date with Cody Rhodes.
All right. I hope
that won't be on the next SmackDown. It won't be at Backlash, obviously, either.
SmackDown after?
Honestly, probably the Raw or SmackDown.
Yeah, we'll look at the schedule.
Actually, why don't we make it on Backlash?
Carmelo and Cody? That makes 6 matches, though.
So? Yeah. Hey, we'll discuss it. We'll figure it out. Because technically, that's a Raw member. I'll just keep the at 5, because obviously it's a SmackDown exclusive pay-per-view. So we'll leave it on Carmelo versus Cody Rhodes on a Raw or a SmackDown after Backlash for sure. What a win for Jey Uso. I'm excited to see main event Jey Uso once again. You know, who's he gonna go against in the round 2? The bracket is looking pretty decent. You got Kofi, you got Big E, you know, you have all these other contenders. You have
Kofi,
Wesley,
let me try to name them. Kofi, Big E, Wesley, Finn Balor, Brock Lesnar, Seth Rollins, and who the hell else? That's 7.
So it's
Christian.
Christian, yeah.
How did I forget myself? Come on.
So there's a lot of good contenders. Excited to see, you know, who becomes the new number one contenders.
Who do you guys have out of
well.
those 8 people? Who do you guys taking this whole thing? Who do you have being the runner-up? Because remember, both members will get a title shot. I got to see how it lays out in the bracket, and hopefully I can eventually share that with you guys. I just had to kind of see how round 1 ended up because that also affects how I schedule out my tag team tournament because I can't have people do double duty on these shows. So it's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be very fun.
The next thing I want to see for all of Bloodline. Well, solo's fine, but the new attires for Jay and Jimmy in those white shirts that I own one of those. Jey Uso coming out with the We the Ones white shirts would be pretty clean for Jay and Jimmy Uso in the future. But yeah, the Bloodline is looking good over on Monday Night Raw now.
Are they called the Bloodline?
Jey
You got
Uso
Bloodline. I don't know who gets ownership of that title.
I don't know really, because they're both on different brands. I don't know. Truthfully,
I don't know either, Jesse. It's a question for a different day. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. As always, please like, comment, share, subscribe. Let's let everybody wish Jesse a happy, safe travel of a vacation. And also, guys, please, not only join in the Discord to extend the conversation, but go ahead and check out a project of mine called Demoitis. It's an album, music, tape, demo, mixtape. I don't know what the hell you call things anymore. It's just a body of work that I put out. It's on all DSPs, Apple, Spotify, Pandora, Google, YouTube, of course, nevertheless, in our own playlist. So do your thing. Go ahead, find that, enjoy that. If you do like it, by the way, just let me know. Do a little bit of confidence boost for myself for sure. That's one thing. Always kind of was not subconscious about it, but I don't know. I never put myself out there, and I'm trying to be just a little bit better. But with all that being said, guys, you got anything else, Jess?
no.
Let's get out of here. I know you want to go pack. That's all we got for today, guys. Thank you for watching. As always, please do all those things I've mentioned. And with all that being said, we'll catch you on the other side of the universe.
Peace.
I got vices, I'm vices. I'm in crisis, I write this. I feel a little lost inside my mind, I can't find it. I see visions, I'm psychic. I try to use it as guidance, but truth be told, I know nothing. I told you different, I'm lying. I don't know shit, I be cool. I don't know shit,